Hello there, good evening, and welcome to another episode of Learn English with Philip. That's me. First of all, we have the cartoon of today. There's an alien in the cartoon. Do you believe in aliens? I don't, but some people do. Some people actually think that the American government is hiding the bodies of aliens in a secret facility in the Nevada desert. Do you believe that? Well, if you do, you believe in what is called a conspiracy theory. That is the word we're going to talk about today, conspiracy theory or conspiracy theories, plural. A conspiracy theory is a belief, as you can see on screen, that an event or situation is the result of a secret plan made by powerful people. What does this actually mean? Well, some people believe that behind some of the events, behind some of the news stories, there is something more, there is something hidden, there is something engineered by powerful people who don't want you to know everything, who are scheming to prevent people from knowing the truth. That is a conspiracy theory. Now, it may not be totally clear, and that's why I have some examples prepared for you. As I started the video, I asked you if you believe in aliens and if you believe that the American government is hiding aliens. Well, that is one of the most infamous conspiracy theories. It's the one about Roswell and Area 51. By the way, infamous is not the opposite of famous. No, it just means famous, but for the wrong reasons. What is this conspiracy theory about Roswell? Well, in 1947, something crashed in the desert of New Mexico, near the town of Roswell. In the hours after the crash, it was reported that an alien spaceship had crashed. However, a few hours later, this news bulletin was retracted, and it was said that it was just a weather balloon that had fallen down. Now, many people did not believe this retraction, and they kept believing that there were really aliens in a spaceship that has crashed in the desert of New Mexico. They also believed that the American government took the aliens, or the bodies of the aliens, away and hid them in a secret base in the desert of Nevada called Area 51. You may remember, just a few months ago, there were many people trying to get into Area 51 to see what was basically in there. Conspiracy theory. I don't think there are any aliens hidden in the American desert, but millions of people believe this. Second example of a conspiracy theory is the moon landing. As you may know, in 1969, the Americans went to the moon. Apollo 11 landed on the moon, and Neil Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon. Very famous. It was televised live. Yet some people, actually not some, millions of people believe that this moon landing did not happen, that it was staged, that basically the American government and NASA asked a movie company in Hollywood to produce a movie to fake the moon landing. Conspiracy theory. Next, 9/11. You probably remember the planes crashing into the Twin Towers in New York. Terrorists were behind these attacks. There's no doubt. Yet still, there are people who claim that these attacks were set up by the American government. I know, it's crazy to believe that the American government would actually destroy two of its famous landmarks and kill more than 3,000 people, but yet that is what some people believe. And finally, there is the conspiracy theory about chemtrails. What are chemtrails? Well, think of an airplane high up in the sky. It leaves white plumes of smoke. Well, that is not actually smoke, that is condensation. And that is called contrails, condensation trails. Now, there are actually people who believe that in these condensation trails are chemicals put there by, I don't know, maybe the government, maybe a secret organization from the government, putting chemicals in these contrails of airplanes to, I don't know, to poison people for biological warfare. Who knows? Conspiracy theories are crazy. If you want to see some videos about conspiracy theories, they are available on the internet, although some websites have cracked down on these crazy stories, but they're still available on websites like Wikipedia if you want to read more about these that I put on screen. If you have a conspiracy theory in your country, if you know about one, share it in the comments down below. It's interesting to see if other countries have these conspiracy theories or if it's a typical American problem. I don't think so, but who knows? Anyway, that is the vocabulary that is interesting to know for today. Final segment of this video is the question of today. Have a look at the sentence. We are looking for the correct phrasal verb. A phrasal verb that means postpone or delay. See if you can find it. If you want to check your answer, go in the video description and I'll put it there. That's it for me today. I'm an alien myself because I don't live in the country I was born in, and where I'm living now, I am called an alien. So you better watch out. See you next time. Goodbye.